Good day, ladies and gentlemen. VeChain has finally broken above all previous price action, all previous resistance levels, and has entered price discovery. We are exploding. So in this video, I'm going to run through some technical analysis, talk about what I see happening, both short term and long term. So folks, if you like the sound of that, I want to ask you to please like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that bell icon, notified of new uploads. And look, I've been chilling and talking about VeChain all throughout these ranges. It was in my top 3 cryptocurrency lists for the 2021 bull run. I was saying back in these ranges that if we break down, we're likely to find support here, and that is exactly where we found support. I was saying this is where I would be looking to place my buy orders. We hit my accumulation range exactly, and if you'd been following this channel, and if you would have gotten in there, you could have been up on VeChain just over 150%, folks. Like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that bell icon, notified of new uploads. And VeChain looks VeChain looks so beautiful, technical analysis wise, on so many different levels. I'm really just in love with this chart, and allow me to a second to just kind of explain why. Well, we were kind of in this ascending triangle here. We broke out bullishly, and then we were kind of within this downward moving channel with this red resistance line and this green support line. And as soon as we broke above that red resistance line here, that is when we shot up and tackled previous all-time highs. So this is very technically interesting. Okay, based off one of our Fibonacci extensions here, I think if we can remain above all-time highs at 6 cents, but more specifically 6.3 cents, if we can remain above these regions and hold above these regions, I think our next impulse probably takes us to 7 cents. And then if we can hold 7 cents, folks, our next fib level takes us to over 9 cents. Oof, folks. I think even still, it's early days for VeChain, folks. We're nowhere near the end of this bull run. Now, one chart that I love, absolutely love looking at to try and understand hidden bearish and bullish divergence on the US dollar value of whatever coin you're looking at is the pairings with Bitcoin, folks. If you're a Link Marine, a Cardano bull, whatever it is, always look at the Cardano Bitcoin pair the pairing with Bitcoin and the pairing with Ethereum, because you can often find hidden support and resistance levels that could be very relevant for the US dollar value of whatever coin you're looking at. So, folks, I've been tracking and talking about this setup with the VeChain Bitcoin pair for a while on the channel now, saying that we broke out bullishly out of this descending triangle / wedge here, and that we're likely to see bullish continuation as long as we remain above this green line here. This was the key red resistance level to look out of, and as soon as we broke above this, that's when we saw the bullish continuation with price action. Now, we are up against a significant range, kind of the 1, 2, 1, 3 region here. I'm not going to waste my time counting all those decimals, but yeah, folks, you can see here, this is a price reactive region historically. We got wicked off these regions, so we could anticipate some kind of perhaps a pullback, maybe to retest this green line at some point. Maybe we fall back down, retest the original breakout point at around 6 cents, solidify this as support, and then go for a leg up. Something like that is possible, but what my point is, I'm trying to get across here is looking at the VeChain Bitcoin pairing is going to be very important to understand what the next big move is for VeChain, whether we go back down, retest this red resistance zone that was previously resistance, now acting as support. If we solidify that as support, or perhaps fall down, retest this green line as support, if we can continue to see rejection off this level here at about 1.3. Once we can get above 1.3 and hold above 1.3, I think that's when we see bullish continuation for the US dollar value of VeChain. Now, some important factors to look at. You always want to look at Bitcoin and Ethereum because they lead the market. Whatever Bitcoin and Ethereum does will affect VeChain. And so we're seeing that this is the amount of Ethereum on exchanges, and it's currently at a low point, which is very good because that whenever there's less Ethereum on exchanges, it can be interpreted as a bullish thing because that means there's less selling pressure. Same with Bitcoin. We can see that Bitcoin on exchanges right now is at kind of a relative low. It is definitely in a downtrend. So it makes sense. The market's kind of pumping right now. There's less selling pressure, because there's less supply on exchanges. So that kind of makes sense. Very good to see. Another reason why I believe that we are nowhere near the end of this bull run is because of the realized HODL ratio. This is a very good chart to try and gauge the tops and bottoms of markets. Historically speaking, this has been very on point in calling local and cycle tops. So until Bitcoin reaches this red resistance zone, I wouldn't be worried that we've reached some kind of cycle top. And why I bring this up is because last cycles, Bitcoin reached its peak or the last cycle, Bitcoin reached its peak 1 month before the altcoins reached their peak. So I think something similar is going to happen this time around, where Bitcoin's going to reach its peak first and then start to go down. And then after, that's when the altcoins reach their peak. So it's very relevant on multiple fronts to understand what Bitcoin is doing. But I want to bring this up just to say that I do not think we are anywhere near the end of this bull run, folks. I think we have many, many more months ahead of us. Key support line to look out for is the 50 simple moving average on the daily. That is exactly where we stopped correcting, exactly where we found support, and exactly where we started our next leg up once we touched the 50 simple moving average on the daily. Key level to look out for Bitcoin. And again, Bitcoin leads the market. It's important to understand. Now, let's pull up the VeChain pairing here to try to get a sense of what our indicators are saying. So, look at this, folks. We have had a bullish crossover on the daily MACD. Everything's bullish. Everything's on the up and up here. Our size still hasn't made a peak, so I'm not really concerned about a macro lower high quite yet. But we are concerningly approaching overbought territory. So again, some kind of retest of the original breakup point around 6 cents could make some kind of sense. Because again, look, we broke above this ascending triangle, had a massive impulse, fell back down to retest the breakup point. So whenever things break down, we typically fall back down to retest the breakup point. If we can do that and solidify it and hold it and not fall below 6 cents, that's a very good thing, because it means we're solidifying it as a strong support. So daily looks bullish here. Let's take a look at the 12. 12-hour does look bullish as well, although concerningly, stochastic is in the overbought territory. Seems like it might want to have a bearish crossover, a bit of a leg down. RSI is in the overbought territory, but still looks in an uptrend nevertheless. 6 hour, just a continuation. Everything looks bullish on the 6, except again, concerningly overbought. And then let's take a look at the 2. 2 hours, same situation. Everything is on the up and up. It looks bullish, except again, concerningly overbought. Let's take a look at the 1. 1 hour. Are we starting to see? Yeah, 1 hour stochastic RSI starting to go down. Weighted MACD, bearish crossover on the way down. Regular MACD histogram starting to tick down. So stochastic RSI, great for understanding shifts and trends. It's overbought, had a bearish crossover, might have a bit of a leg down. Weighted MACD, which acts as a leading indicator on the regular MACD, had a bearish crossover on the way down. The histogram's on the way down. RSI is overbought. I think some kind of pullback here is probably in store for VeChain. Yeah, and the half hour looks bearish as well. So just to summarize here, we do look very bullish on a macro time frame. But we've had a massive run up, so it makes sense that we would want to have some kind of pullback here. Again, 6 cents is kind of the key inflection point to look out for. If we can hold above 6 cents, I think we can see bullish continuation in the short term. If we start to break below 6 cents, then I'd be worried that we might mess around, retest kind of like 5.2, 5 cents, some of these lower regions, solidify this as support, and then pump again in the future. 6 cents is going to be the key region to understand whether we can remain short-term bullish over the next few days or not. If we start to break below 6 cents, then who knows? The next few days, the next few weeks, we could enter a bit of a consolidation phase. But either way, we still did make a macro higher high and a macro higher low. So the macro trend, nevertheless, is very bullish. The market as a whole is very long-term bullish. And again, I really want to try, especially for the new people, stress the importance of having a long-term outlook in crypto, because in the short term, things are extremely volatile. Imagine if you would have gotten here and you had to suffer through this 40% correction with VeChain. If you were a newbie, I'm sure you would have gotten shaken out. But look, if you would have just held, you would have been in profit. So folks, this is why the only thing I do when things fall is add to my long-term positions. That's it. I'm not selling shit because, I think this bull run isn't likely to end until September, October, November. If you want to know why I think that time specifically, join our Discord, link down in the description. We have posted a chart by Trading Shot. Trading Shot breaks down the Bitcoin cycles. So for those who don't know, Bitcoin moves in 4-year cycles based off the halving. So it's the thing that drives the entire market. These boom and bust cycles, these bear and bull cycles followed by years of consolidation. It's all because of Bitcoin and all because of the Bitcoin halvings. And based off the last halving we've had, Bitcoin isn't likely to reach its peak until September, October this year. And as well, we have some on-chart metrics to look at to try and gauge and understand whether we're perhaps near some kind of local or cycle top, and I don't think we're anywhere near a cycle top with Bitcoin quite just yet. But once we do, we'll definitely be talking about it on this channel, so make sure you stay tuned. So folks, over the long term, I like to say I think VeChain has a good chance of reaching 50 cents to $1 because I like the sound of that, but ultimately nobody knows. I don't know for sure. People can kind of guesstimate and extrapolate based off market caps. Well, you know, if the last cycle from the bottom to the top, we growed this much in terms of market cap, how many X's we growed, and then if we assume that this time around we can grow slightly less. Anyway, bottom line, there's ways to extrapolate, but I think the far better approach is, instead of kind of like giving your best guesstimation, is to sell based off time frames. Because while it's hard to guess the exact prices that things could go, I think it's much easier to understand when the market is likely to reach its cycle top. So whatever the market happens to give me, when it's likely that the cycle top is likely to have been reached, that's when I'll sell. So September, October, November, that's when I'll be looking to scale out of VeChain, regardless of price. Whether VeChain's at 10 cents, 50 cents, or $5, September, October, November, that's when I'll be looking to scale out slowly over time, regardless of the price. So that's the approach I'm taking, folks. If anything interesting further happens, we'll definitely be talking about it on this channel. This is the key level to look out for. If we can maintain above that, I think the next major impulse after a bit of a retracement, after a bit of leg down here in the short term, takes us to 7 cents. If we can hold above and get above 7 cents, folks, oof, I think 92 cents is not that far away. Damn, I think we might see a 10-cent VeChain within the next few months here. Oh, that would be crazy. That would be crazy, folks. I've been in VeChain since all through these ranges. Oh, this is such an interesting market. So, folks, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that bell icon, notified of new uploads. If you like what we do, want to support us, join our Patreon, link down in the description. You get access to our VIP Discord group where we talk about low cap gems, interesting setups, and very helpful catalysts. Folks, we have been going over a lot of very interesting projects, low caps, and projects that haven't even come out yet. We've been talking about it on our Discord. I've been buying up all these goodies. I'm very excited about these projects. So, folks, if you're interested in finding low cap gems and supporting us, join our Patreon. Link down in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care.